riding around with P a lot, because when I got to Oakland, I would drive. I learned my way, and he would, I would always drive him. And, a lot of young dudes be like, Serv, you just work, bro. You don't get no sleep. And I'm like, you don't understand who was with me, who I was with, And I would watch this dude, man. We'd be going from studio to studio, then, going from music place to music place to, to like 4 a.m. I drop him off. He lay back on the bed. He tell me, come back at 7. I come back at 7. He in that same spot, and he get up, go brush his teeth, switch his shirt, and we gone again. And it was just those times riding with him and the things he taught me and the things about life, man. That was some of my fondest memories. Watching him do Ghetto D. When he was doing Ghetto D, man, I'm talking about focus, and knew that album was going to be that album that will open up us doing from 500 to a million to 2 to 3 million, and it ended up doing, 4 or 5 million. And watching him do that, man, and never wrote a verse, that process, I think, for a lot of people, they think about the parties. We didn't really go to parties, man. We was about business. We was businessmen. I think, just some of the walking up and meeting, Eminem at that time, and he knew who we were, and P, when they met with Michael Jackson, that was a fond memory, of him knowing of No Limit, and of P, what I'm saying? I mean, things like that, man, and it was more the camaraderie, man, and I think when Ghetto D came out, number one like that, man, and the numbers that it did, that was like a time where we realized, and that was like a great time, because I saw P joked and clowned a lot behind closed doors, but he was always serious. And that was like one of the first times I watched him like happy and like overwhelmed, and he walked around with envelopes and giving us like checks like, yo, man, thank you. And, those times like that, when that album came out, and, and watching Mia, who went through a lot, it was like every time she started an album, I found a great respect. I used to aggravate her sometimes where she just hated me, what I'm saying? But she knew I was always there. She was always there for me. But, not hate like we had a beef, never, what I'm saying? But I'm talking about you just aggravate her, what I'm saying? But watch her go in studio, man, curlers in her hair, cook for us, and then go in there and do her album. And somebody was always passing or leaving this world that was close to her when she was doing the albums, man. And you remember those times because we was family. I don't think it'd ever be a label like that because so many artists are for themselves, and we were more of a family. Where it was like P didn't have to put people on, make them say and that was actually a beat of mine. What I'm saying? And he was like, yo, Serv album done, and and it was and he could have did that by himself. He turned around, who want to get on it? We was a family, man. I think it's hard to pinpoint one thing. I think it was just the things together, and C Murder, man, who the world look at him as C and making moves with thugs and fuck them other niggas. But the dude was the funniest dude, man. Just the things me and him would do, to people. What I'm saying? P would stay fussing at us, man, because we did all types of stuff, man. Tiny Lister, we made him go from being Debo to standing up in the middle of the wall like, help him, because we played a joke. Different things like that, man. And watching Snoop, one of my idols that was on my wall, a picture on my wall. I used to have pictures of certain rappers that one day I'm going to get there. They're going to know my name. And to watch him come up and know my name, to watch a Scarface say my name, watch a LL know my name, you know what I'm saying? And those things came from in our family. We was a very close label, man. I mean, everybody, you either knew somebody, but if not, it was family. So I can't really pinpoint but I just remember Ghetto D when they shipped out and it made number one. And we had a private meeting, and he walked around giving envelopes saying thank you, like personally, like thank you, bro, appreciate you, and not like he never said thank you because he showed his gratitude always, you know what I'm saying? But it was like you could see like this album meant it wasn't just a hustle to him because a lot of everything else Ice Cream Man was a hustle. P was hustling, and he told us to hustle along with him, but Ghetto D was something he really took serious. Like, this that one that's going to open the door, and it really opened the door for a lot of us. Everybody will talk about Ice Cream Man. You know, that was that one that people noticed, but